Welcome, everybody. My name is Citizen Strife, and as you can see, we're starting a new game today. And it's gonna be a doozy. When we start pressing the SX button, oh, it's gonna get good. Welcome, everybody, to the Ace Attorney Trilogy. So let me just get this mixed properly, because it's kind of loud, actually. So let's see. All right, let's go about there. So hopefully that's good. If I need to turn it up again, I will. But again, I need to be over the music, because I'm going to be voice acting again. Yay! But yes, this is the first time I've played in a couple of weeks. And as stated, I got through Final Fantasy IX, and I am so ready for this. So, the Phoenix Wright games. Game Boy Advance, DS, 3DS, and now into the more recent systems. There have been 6 mainline games, several spin-offs, a crossover with Layton, Professor Layton. And I've spent the last year or two kind of going through these games on my own. I even watched the anime version, known as Ace Attorney. And, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. I love this franchise. All I wish is that the recent games, even Apollo Justice, were on PS4, but we have this. We have the first 3 Ace Attorney games on Access, and they are so good. But yes, we follow the story of Phoenix Wright in his trials and tribulations in games such as Trials and Tribulations. But yes, Ace Attorney and Justice for All, Trials and Tribulations, and we're going through all of them, and I'm gonna love it. As far as how my voice acting is going to go, I'm going to do my best to try and follow what I felt were the dub voices for the Funimation version. And like I said, the Funimation version wasn't perfect per se, but I'll talk about that in a podcast later in life. But the anime version did a really good job of feeling like Phoenix Wright. It went super fast and kind of glossed over some things like investigations, but as far as getting actors, they did really well. Phoenix Wright felt like Phoenix Wright. Maya Fey didn't feel like Maya Fey. Like, the actress they got for Maya Fey, I think didn't fit. That's all I will say. So, if you do watch the Funimation dub version like I did, everybody except Maya sounds like they probably will, and I will do my best to sound like they did. Or if, say, my voice can't do it, like I'm not going to be able to do Manfred von Karba's OBJECTION! There's no fucking way. I tried that streaming once, not really my thing, but I will do my best. There are so many characters, there's so many fun things, there's so many good stories in this game. All I can do is do this game as much justice as I possibly can, because it's one of the best games of all time, and I'm glad that all 3 are here on file. As far as how I'm going to play it, I have a spoiler-free guide. I'm not here to show you how to play the game and how to beat the game and show every single thing. I'm here to enjoy the story. I've said this, I mean, you probably saw it when I was playing Final Fantasy IX. If there's a way to get through it, I will do that. I'm here to enjoy the story and put my own spin on how the characters react to things. But if this might be your first time ever playing the game, and if you're using this as a guide to get through the game yourself, I will do my best. But let's get started, shall we? So we have Ace Attorney, Justice for All, and Trials and Tribulations. Oh god, yes, Trials and Tribulations is so good. But for now, we're going to start where it all began, way back at the DS. Nice thing is they have all of the episodes here, So the 5th episode was added to the DS version and follows Emma Sky, but we'll do that after all this, but we've got to start from the beginning. Episode 1, the first Turnabout. Play the first Turnabout? Yes, we will! Also, no, I will not try and scream like Larry Butts. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. So they're not even, like, making it a whodunit. It's more of, like, how they've done it. Which is kind of nice. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Love it. Boy, am I nervous. Right! Oh god, Mia's so fucking beautiful. Hiya, Chief! Well, I'm glad I made it on time. I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yeah. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death, despair! Ah! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty! Tell him I'm guilty! Give me the death sentence, I ain't afraid to die! What's wrong, Larry? It's all over! I'm finished! I can't live in a world without her, I just can't! Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Nick, you gotta tell me! Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. I really hope doing the Larry Butts voice doesn't wreck my voice in the first episode. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky guy dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. It's just terrible luck. But I know better than anyone he's a good guy at heart. That's why I owe him one. Which is why I took this case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. Court is now in session for the trial of Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, I am a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge, and for your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given these circumstances, I think we should test to assert your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. They're doing this because this is a tutorial part of the game. This test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer clear and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. I know this one. Got the Q report ready. Wait. Ah! I forgot. Phoenix! Are you absolutely sure you're up to this? Oh no. Making Mia angry is a bad move. You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, victims... I forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Press the R1 button at any time, okay? Alright, Cindy Stone. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Who is the victim in this case? Cindy Block. Correct. Now, tell me what was the cause of death? She died because she was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all of my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor, because I don't feel that relaxed, that's for sure. Well, first a question for the prosecution. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court what this object was? The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Also, do note that the judge is a bit of a dork, and I'm making him sound less of a dork right now. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence found during this trial. So the idea with this game is to check these things and make sure you're on top of these things as evidence. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. What do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that will help you. You'll get every chance you'll need to respond, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Larry gets excited easily, so this could be pretty bad. Ahem! Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey! Watch it, buddy! We were great together! We're Romeo, Juliet, Cleopatra, and Mark Antony! Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped! She just wasn't taking my calls or seeing me, like, ever! What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you generally describe as being dumped. In fact, she completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them before the day of the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! It's all lies! I don't believe a word of it! Don't listen to Ondor's lies! Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, he was in Paris until the day before she died. So 7:30. directly before the murder. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but she did not have a large income. It appears that she had never seen, or she'd had several sugar daddies. Why a person like me would know what the word sugar daddies means, I do not know. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used to support their lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Cindy Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want to get him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question's irrelevant to this case. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm gonna drop dead. And when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial. I believe the accused motive is clear for everyone. It's not looking so good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe it did, maybe it didn't. Uh-oh. What do I do? I'll send him a signal. I like a dog. Well, I don't remember. You don't remember? Well, then I'll just have to remind you. I've got a bad feeling about this. We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment the other day. What? Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call this witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Frank Sawit to the stand. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, do you not? This guy's the Happy Mask salesman. Oh, yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you might proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw the day of the murder. I just want to do the Happy Mask salesman laugh every time I see him. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open. Thinking it strange, I looked inside it. And then I saw the woman lying there. She wasn't moving. She was dead. I quailed in fright and I found myself unable to go inside. So I thought I'd call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right there. Please believe me. Larry, why didn't you tell me? I can't defend you against testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to be working? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. All right. So the game does give you some leeway. I think in this version they allow you to save whenever. Options. Ah, yes. Cool. So we've got BGM, text skip. Well, no. I like the screen shape. Text. I like it where it is. I mean, that's fine, but I don't know. I like this. So let me save. There we go. Yay! So, we've started Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. We'll keep going with it next time. And we'll try and save Larry's stupid ass from getting in trouble. See you next time.